This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 3 killed in alleged Trelawny confrontation with the security forces. At least 3 individuals were fatally shot during an alleged confrontation with members of the security forces at Hague Settlement in Trelawny sometime between Friday night and early this morning. It is also reported that a member of the Jamaica Defense Force was shot and injured during the incident. Several members of the community have since been taken into custody for questioning. The Independent Commission of Investigation has commenced a probe into the incident. More information later. Man killed in Rocky Point. The police are probing the murder of a man in Rocky Point, Clarendon. Jerome Ricketts, 22, otherwise called Slow Brain, was gunned down at about 8:30 Thursday night near MP Hookah Lounge in Rocky Point. Mr. Ricketts was reportedly a patron at the lounge when armed men entered the bar and opened fire, hitting him in the upper body. He was pronounced dead at hospital. Investigators believe the murder of Mr. Ricketts was in reprisal for another killing in Rocky Point. Not helpful to single out Jamaicans in TCI crime surge, Johnson Smith says. Jamaica's Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson Smith has characterized as regrettable and unhelpful the fact that officials in the Turks and the Caicos Islands singled out Jamaicans in relation to an upsurge in gang activity in the British Overseas Territory. In a media release Friday, Mrs. Johnson Smith said the Jamaican government had noted with concern recent developments in Turks and Caicos and hopes for a speedy resolution. She said it was regrettable, however, that Jamaicans were singled out for blame when other nationalities have been and are involved in criminal activities and the recent upsurge. The Foreign Affairs Minister says Jamaicans in the TCI have expressed a concern about the situation and this has been communicated to the government. She noted, however, that the TCI government has given assurance of its recognition of the value of Jamaicans and many law-abiding citizens who contribute positively to that society. The territory's governor, Nigel Dakin, has appealed for support from the Jamaican government to tackle the crime problem. U.S. pastor freed of gun charge in St. James Court. A United States pastor charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition by the Jamaican police walked scot-free out of the Western Regional Gun Court in St. James on Friday morning after being admonished by Justice Martin Gale. The apostolic preacher Timothy Acree of a Kentucky address in the United States arrived on the island with his firearm last Saturday, October 1, declaring he was carrying the 9mm pistol on his customs declaration form. It appears that the officer who dealt with him did not notice the declaration. Acree cleared the customs and drove to Oteria St. Anne, where he attended a conference at the Half Moon Palace Resort for 5 days with more than 200 other members of his group without a permit. On his way out of the island Thursday, October 6, he again declared the gun, this time to the passenger service representative at the Southwest Airlines counter in the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay. The airline sought the assistance of the police, who arrested Acree, charging him with illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. Acree's entire family, including a 6-year-old, were taken into custody, but were later released into the hands of attorneys at law Clayton Morgan and Henry McCurdy. The case has opened up a can of worms for the new Firearms Act, which provides a minimum prison sentence of 15 years and up to life for persons convicted of gun crimes. Acree is also not the only visitor to have come to Jamaica in recent years, unaware that it is illegal to carry a firearm into the country without a permit. In September 2021, another visitor to the island, social media sensation Jada Chiefs, and a member of her entourage, Gregory Wright, were arrested and charged at the Sangster International Airport for carrying a 9mm pistol and 15 rounds. Chiefs, who visited Jamaica to celebrate her 24th birthday, was forced to pay a hefty sum, even though she said she took the firearm into the country with no intention of committing a crime. Cases such as Acree's could also pose diplomatic problems for Jamaica, and the judge in his statement to the accused visitor questioned the legitimacy of punishing a tourist as a result of the oversight of a customs officer. If he was clean on his way coming in, how can he be unclean on his way going out? Justice Gale reportedly stated, adding that it would be a travesty of justice to send a Cree to prison or impose a fine. Instead, he admonished him on both accounts and dismissed the matter. In his response to queries by the news, Attorney Morgan said a Cree was very sorry about what had happened. He added that this was not his first time traveling overseas with his gun, having previously brought it into Mexico without any issues. He had a great time in Jamaica, meeting with franchisees in the mattress business here, said Morgan. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.